Hello everybody, I have here a 5¼ inch floppy drive that a friend gave me. I'm trying to repair it.
This is an NEC FD-1155C. It's a high density floppy disk drive, a fairly early one from 1988 or 87, I can't quite tell. This one has a 1988 date code.
Currently all it does is the following. Doesn't really do much. I soldered a pin header to the connector where the data cable plugs into. I've connected that to a Sally Logic 16. So I've got the logic analyzer hooked up. So far what I'm noticing is there's no index pulse.
Index is an active low signal that's supposed to pulse active once every rotation of the disk. As you can see here, it's low all the time.
There's supposed to be something. Index pulse is not coming. Suspicious. Let's take a look. I found the schematic as part of some Epson PC, which had this floppy drive in it. The service manual here that has the schematic for this floppy included. Index pulse is supposed to come from pin 8 on this U1 here. There's nothing. Now what my brain goes to when sensing any kind of rotation is the Hall effect sensor, and that could be acting up. So let's take a look where that is. Yep, according to the schematics, the sensor comes in here on P6, and if I attempt to read it, indeed there's activity there. So somewhere along the line that signal gets lost or not forwarded correctly, or something else is happening.
Taking a closer look at the schematic for this floppy drive, we can see here that the sensors for index and track 0 come in on pins 64 and 32 respectively, and the outputs that are actually driven to the data cable come out at pins 8 and 40. The chip essentially does nothing other than buffer these signals. However, something was clearly wrong here, because even with a strong pull-up, I couldn't get these signals to go high. They weren't shorted, but the chip was definitely pulling them low with a lot of force. I could only get them to go high after lifting the pins off the pads. Now in theory, I should be able to buffer these signals externally, bypassing the chip. Let's see what I can do here.
Okay, here's a fantastically weird contraption I've made. Here's a 245 buffer chip that buffers the index and track 0 signals that come in from the sensors. I've lifted the pins off this main chip here that are obviously bad.
Here's the schematic for the fix. I disconnected the original output pins of the chip and wired a standard 74LS245 buffer in between the sensor inputs and the outputs. It's very pragmatic and straightforward.
And I'm just gonna see if that did anything. I got the logic analyzer up still. DIR3. Oh, well, we got a stepping signal now. That's not the same error. General failure is not bad. One side effect I just noticed, it seeks properly. And it no longer complains on booting. Ha! That's cool. Okay, that's progress. Image disk detects it as a double density disk. I have no idea why yet. The index pulse is pulsating nicely. It reads 30 sectors per track as it should, but it reads the wrong ones. So either there's a misalignment or there's still a stepping problem. But if we look at the track 0 indicator, it's low. It was pulled low by the chip before. Let's see if I step further up if it goes high. Yes, it does. That's good. See, when I seek to track 1 it goes high, seek to track 0 it goes low. This is very good. It's misaligned by 1 track. Okay, I think I can fix that. It becomes pretty clear if I push my thumb against this thing here. It suddenly aligns itself. That's funny. If I switch between head 0 and 1... Yeah, both misaligned by 1 track. Okay, I need to figure out how to do an alignment on this thing. Not sure if it's just as easy as turning a screw somewhere, but hey, slowly but surely. Okay, I think I got it aligned. The way you align it on this seems to be you physically move the stepper motor. Because you see there's some play in those screw holes. So that's what I did. Now I'm getting consistent reads on all tracks. If I seek around, no problem. Let's see if we can actually read a disk now. RA:. Hey, we fixed it! Woohoo! It took a bit of jank, but we got there. I'm gonna put this together and then, yeah, clean it up a bit, and then I have a new drive. Ah, cool. See you later.